Hello friends, this is Vishnupriya from I2I Hub. So now we are going to analyze this particular program. I know there is the heading where the problem statement is written here, but we will not read this. Okay, I am not going to read this. We will start this program as if we know nothing regarding this program and we want to get the output of this program. So how to analyze this program without any prior knowledge? Okay, so we don't know what is written here, right? So we will start analyzing, and I am just showing you that the length of the program is only this much. Okay, so this is the program, but irrespective of the number of lines of the program, okay, no need to know how many lines of program is there also. Whatever we can do, we will start just analyzing this, okay, irrespective of all those questions. So from where we need to analyze? Directly we will come to the main function, right? So from main we should start our execution, but before main just have a glance at what is there. That is, sometimes there will be some global variables declared outside main. So for that purpose you just need to see what are the functions declared or what are the variables declared outside of the main function. Just have a glance at it, remember that, then go from the main function. Okay, start the execution from the main function. So above main there is only one statement which is saying that we are including stdio.h header file into this particular program. That means why might have we used this particular line? Because we might have used printf or scanf. That is the reason we are using this particular header file, because the definition of printf and scanf is in this particular header file. That is the reason we need to include this. Okay, done. Now we will come to the main function. So inside main there are some variable declarations as well as some variables are initialized to 0 as well. So let's write it down. What are the variables? There is I, right? I is one variable, then num, then odd sum, then even sum. So these are all the four variables which are declared in this particular statement. Okay, now in this we also have odd sum is equal to 0, even sum is equal to 0. So I will write this odd sum as 0 and even sum as also 0. Okay, we are done with this line. Come to next line. So printf in the sense this will be printed onto the console, that is the output screen. So here I have separate section for that. Okay, so this is the analysis what the compiler internally does, that I am writing it over here. Now whatever be the output on the console, that I will write here. So initially there is one printf, so enter the value of num, then come to next line, new line, that will be on the output screen. So enter the value of num, then it will come to the new line because of /n. Okay, now the cursor is here. Okay, cursor is here. Now what it will do, it for the next line, for the next statement we have scanf. Scanf in the sense it is accepting some input, it is expecting and accepting some input from the user, right? So and what is it expecting? It is %d, that means it is an integer. Okay, so whatever you give, it should be an integer, the integer value will be captured. So let me give 5 is the value which I provided. What happens if I provide 5 and press enter? It will be stored in the num variable, it will go to the address of num and it will store 5 in num. So now in this memory allocation under num I am writing 5. Okay, now come to the next line. So there is for loop. Okay, so what is the initialization condition updation? So initialization we have I equal to 1, that means here I value will become 1. Okay, I value. Okay guys, this is I'll write it here. Okay, now I value is 1. Now I less or equal to num, it will check the condition I less or equal to num, that is 1 less or equal to 5. It is true, right? True in the sense it will go into the for loop. 1 less or equal to 5, it is true. So it will go into the for loop. Now tell me what happens. I percentile 2 is equal to 0. Again there is a condition, if condition. I percentile 2 in the sense we are dividing I value by 2 and we are getting the remainder. So 1 divided by 2, what will be the remainder? Remainder will be 1, right? 1 by 2, remainder is 1. 1 is equal to 0? No, right? So it is false. Now the if condition is false. When the if condition is false, what happens? It will come to the else part. It will come to else part and it will execute this line. So initially odd sum, what is the value of odd sum? It is 0. Now odd sum existing value plus I, that means odd sum existing value, that is 0, plus I. What is the value of I? 1. Now what is the new value? 0 plus 1, it is 1. Now this one is stored inside odd sum. So this 0 is replaced by this one. Clear? Now we are done with this. We are done with the else part. Now it will go to updation I plus plus. I plus plus in the sense it will be 2. I plus plus 1 plus 1, it is 2. Again it will come to condition 2 less or equal to 5. It is true, right? It is less or equal to 5. It is true. True in the sense it will come into for loop. Now I percentile 2 is equal to 0. Is I percentile 2 is equal to 0? That means 2 percentile 2 is equal to 0. 2 divided by 2 remainder is 0. Yes, it is 0. Right? So since it is 0, it will come to the if block and it will not go into else block. Now what is there in if block? Even sum, existing value of even sum plus I, the new value is assigned to even sum again. So what is the existing value of even sum? It is 0 plus I value. What is the I value? Latest value is 2. What is the new value? It is 2. Now the 2 is stored inside even sum again. So this 0 is replaced by this 2. Okay. Then we are done with this and it won't go into else. So we are done with the for loop, body of the for loop. Now it will again go and update it. Update I plus plus in the sense 2 plus 1, that is 3. Now again check the condition, this condition 3 less or equal to 5. Yes, again true. It will come here 3 percentile 2 is equal to 0. 3 percentile 2, remainder is 1. 1 is equal to 0. No, false. So it will come to else. In else, existing odd sum plus I. Existing odd sum is 1. 1 plus I value is 3. Now the latest value is 4. Now where is this 4 stored? In odd sum. That is why I wrote 4 inside odd sum. Okay. Now we are done with this. It will go here I plus plus. Now it will become 4. Now it is again less or equal to 5. The condition is true. Right? Less or equal to 5. The condition is true. When condition is true, again it will come here. 4 percentile 2. What is the remainder? 0. 0 equal to 0. True. True in the sense if block. So existing even sum plus I. Existing even sum is 2 plus what is the value of I? It is 4, right? New value of I is 4. Now what is the final value here? 6. 2 plus 4 is 6. This 6 is stored in even sum again. This 2 is added by I. So 2 plus I, 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. 6 is again stored in even sum. So replacing this 2, 6 is written here. Okay, in this memory allocation. Now what happens? Again I plus plus. I plus plus means here it will be 5. Now 5 less or equal to 5? Yes, it is not less but it is equal to 5. So again condition is true. If it is true, 5 percentile 2. That means 5 by 2, what is the remainder? Remainder is 1. 1 is equal to 0. False. That is why it will come to else. Else block, what is there? Existing odd sum plus I, new value into existing odd sum variable itself. So existing value plus I value is 5. What is the output? What is this? 4 plus 5? It is 9. Now this 9 is stored in odd sum. Then we are done with this. Again it will go here, I plus plus. So now the new value of I is 6. Now it will come here, 6 less or equal to 5. It will check this condition. Now 6 is not less than 5 nor it is less than, that is equal to 5. This condition is false now. So since the condition is false, it will come out of the loop. So it will come out of the loop. Now there is a printf. What is there? Printf in the sense we need to come to this console, right? Here in the output screen, sum of all odd numbers is equal to sum of all odd numbers is equal to percentile d. In place of percentile d, odd sum variable value will be present. What is the odd sum variable value now? The latest value is 9, right? So here it will be 9. Again slash n, come to new line, sum of all even numbers. Sum of all even numbers is equal to percentage d. Percentage d in the sense even sum value. Even sum has, initially it is 0 and then it became 2, now it became 6. So here it will be 6. So after printing this statement, what is there? End of main function. So we are at the end of the program. So now this will be the output and this will be the internal process logic occurred, and this is the output. So this is how you need to analyze the program in a step by step manner. It will be easy for you to analyze if you write this explanation on a piece of paper. Okay, so whenever you are asked to give the output of a particular program, irrespective of the context, you can just go through the program, analyze it in this way, then give the output. Is it clear, guys? If you have any queries, you can please comment and I will surely respond for that. Okay, for more program analysis, I will take different programs and I will try to analyze all the programs in a step by step way in this methodology. Okay, so that everyone should be perfect in program analysis. Okay, yeah, thank you guys. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.